Well, hello guys, and welcome back to my podcast. Oh my god. So I finally had my surgery. I had my septoplasty and my turbinectomy. I don't know if I sound any different. Sometimes I feel like I do. Sometimes I feel like I don't. Sometimes it feels like I don't have to try as hard anymore. I don't know. But I'm glad to be back, and I'm your host, Betty. And I'm so glad that you guys, are still here listening to my rambling and my everything. And honestly, like I've told you a million times before, the whole purpose of this is just to give some entertainment, to whoever is having a whatever day and be like, oh God, this girl has it worse, or oh my God, this is so funny, make my day, or, anything like that. That's what I'm here for. So, going back, recap. So my surgery was last Friday, and let's see. So first, the waiting. That was the worst probably, because I was there. They told me to be there like at 9, but they actually said to be there at 8:30 so I can go to admissions. And then I was there at 8:30, so by 9 I was already waiting to get checked in or whatever, or change and all that stuff. And then it was like 2 hours later, and I was still sitting there. Like, all these people have come and gone. Like, they came after me and then they went already, and I'm like, what is happening? Like, for real. So I just went and asked, and they're like, oh yeah, I think there was a mistake or something. And then the next 2 to 5 minutes they put me in. So I go in there, they didn't even have a bed. They just had me like in a chair. They're like, okay, here you're gonna change, you're gonna put this funky socks on, and then they got me a bed, and I was finally resting. Well, resting-ish, right? I was just there, and then they asked me the same questions over and over, and about allergies, medications, and stuff like that. They put the IV, which I have a little tiny bruise on my arm. Nothing bad. It doesn't hurt or anything. I mean, compared to the pain that I was having on my face, that's like nothing. So they put that in. I talked to the doctor. They're like, okay, we're gonna do this and that and blah blah blah. And I was like, okay, cool. I was just like, I've never had surgery before. Well, I mean, I had an endoscopy before, but it's not the same, Nothing was cut, nothing was taken, they were just basically, the endoscopy is just a little camera that goes inside and checks. This time I had to go under general anesthesia. I had to have a breathing tube, and, that was not fun. Because, first of all, like, yes, that sore throat thing, it's not like when you're sick sore throat, it's just like when something's hit your throat, sore throat. Oh my god. And then the tooth pain. I was having like teeth pain. My 2 front teeth, they're still kind of numb. It's so weird because they're like, if I touch them, I feel like they should be some pain. And okay, so I kind of got distracted for a second. But like the tooth pain, teeth pain, whatever, it goes through the nose. And like the first day I couldn't even like just slightly touch my nose, like the outside, because it was like really sore. And the first day there was so much bleeding. I think I was changing my gauze like every hour. It was like soaked, like really soaked. They were like small bandages, right? They're not like these huge things, but still, like, it was a lot. And I had to do the saline. So when I was doing that, I had to do saline washes. So with the saline mist spray, I was just like trying to like clean out, get everything out, because I couldn't blow, couldn't do anything. So just like try to get everything out and then switch my thing and then again. And then I was obviously taking, something for the pain. But I don't know, it was a whole thing. Like the first day you're like, when you expect it to be maybe the worst, but then it's different. And then the next day it's when it's worse, when you're like, oh my God, I have more pain now. And then like all the stings and like my nose feels dry and I feel like I want to rip it off and so many things. It's just like everything, all the ups and downs of surgery, they're just crazy. Like I don't know how my nose is gonna end up. I don't know how I'm gonna feel after this. I don't know. I just don't know a lot of things. It's just so weird. Like I'm not supposed to pinch my nose or anything. I mean, even if I tried, it would just hurt. And then sometimes I look at my nose and I'm like, it's kind of like crooked. But I've also read that a lot of people have more inflammation on one side than the other. So, you just gotta give it time. Usually the healing of the nose takes about 1 to 2 months. I mean, you're supposed to have about 2 weeks recovery before you can go back to kind of like normal activities. And then for normal healing, it should take about 1 to 2 months. But for everything to go back, kind of like shape and all that inflammation, it could take up to 6 months. They said if after 6 months you don't feel like it's, the way it was before or something like that, then that's when you can go back to the doctor. And I mean, so far, so good. Honestly, it's just, I've watched so many videos with my mom when I was younger about how people got nose jobs, which is not what I got. But still, the way they did it, like, oh my God, it was just barbaric. It's just like, click, 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 like, no, not, no. I'm not stoned, okay? Don't do that to me. I don't even know what they did. I was probably gone for about an hour and a half, 2 hours. I remember, I think it was almost 12 when they were going to take me to surgery. And then when I woke up, it was around 2. So, yeah, it was probably like an hour and a half maybe. And then another half an hour, they had me in recovery. And then I woke up. And then I was finally able to go. And then, I got home and all that. And it was good. I mean, my daughter, she's the real MVP because she was taking care of me like no one's business. Like, she's like, I'm not going to leave my mom. I'm just going to be here with her. And she was awesome. Like, my surgery was Friday, so she stayed with me Friday after she got out of school. And, well, she stayed a little bit, right, after she ate and all that. And then Saturday, she literally just stayed in bed all day with me. I was like, I'll make you something to eat. She's like, no, don't worry, Mom, I'll make it. Like, I think I did get up in the morning to make her something, and then after that, she didn't let me get up again at all. She was like, no, I'll just get something. No, you have to rest. No. She was awesome. You have no idea. Like, I didn't know that kids could be this nice. So, I got a good one. And then on Sunday, she was all like, oh, I'm gonna let you rest, Mom. And, she was doing her thing and whatever. And I was just in and out of sleep because I was still like groggy. And I mean, even yesterday, Monday, I was still kind of like out of it. Today, I feel a little bit more not out of it, but still, I feel like I still need more rest. I feel like the more rest I get, the less pain I'm gonna have so that I can continue doing my things. Because it's still weird to me that I touch my teeth, like the middle, and they still feel like they're weird. Like they were either like hit or under anesthesia or something. And that's something that they have told me, right? Like your lip and your teeth and this area on the top part, it's gonna be kind of like numb and gonna feel weird. So that's definitely a thing. So yeah, this is like basically the summary of the whole surgery thing. It was just all the blood Like, I was calling my mom, and then I was like cleaning my face while I was cleaning my nose when I call her, and my sister's like, oh no, I don't want to watch, because I guess she's scared of blood, and my mom's like, oh, that's not even anything. My other sister, she gets like runny noses, well, bloody noses actually. She gets bloody noses, so my mom's like used to that, and I mean, I'm not used to that, but even so, I'm not like afraid of a little bit of blood. And it's not like it was a little bit. Like, I literally went through a pack of 10 gauzes in like half a day, maybe. So, I was plenty. And I don't know, I haven't been feeling weak or anything. It's just more the pain, the soreness, the trying to breathe, the feels of like I have crusties and like I want to rip them off, like when you're like congested and then you feel like everything is drying up on your nose and you just want to like take it out so you can breathe. Well, that's how it feels, except this time you cannot take it out because you could rip something out. So I just have to be very careful, and whenever it's too much, I just do some saline, and I do my fluticasone as well. And yeah, I just keep putting my gauzes when I'm laying down or standing up, whatever, in case that I start putting my face down, so I don't start dripping all over everywhere. So yeah, right now my brain feels a little bit off. So in case I was just like mumbling more than usually or just talking too fast or whatever, hopefully it's just my normal mumbling, and hopefully there's nothing crazy happening this next week. I have an allergist appointment tomorrow, so maybe next week I can tell you about that, if I'm allergic to anything else, because that was the whole thing. Like, want to see if I'm allergic, because there's people that are allergic to dust, to dogs, to cats, to cockroaches, to grass. Like, I don't know, I've had people that they're only allergic to grass, or they're only allergic to like this random stuff. So very weird. We'll see. I don't know if they're gonna do blood work or something, but we'll see. So I'll keep you guys posted, and thank you so much for listening to me. Send me good vibes for a speedy recovery, and I love you guys. Stay, follow, subscribe. Mwah. See you in the next one.